Hey guys, how's it going? Octopus here and welcome back to Union Cross. So we got new story quests, we got a new quest that gives us 250 jewels each day if you complete it, and we also got that error notice for KA17. I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts on that. Plus, I'm gonna go through everything that you guys should know of before it ends, like KA17's ending tonight, avatar boards, where you guys should be putting your jewels, and what's coming up next because JP just got hit, and that's gonna be a whole new video, but I'm gonna touch up on that in this video just a little bit. So first thing we're gonna go into is gonna be the notice. Now, this is the biggest thing that's been going on. There's a big error that happened. I don't know if you guys noticed it or not, because I don't think they actually told anyone, really. It was only for the people that actually found out during the time. Me being Byron, when I was at E3, I looked at Twitter. Twitter announced that we're getting KA17. In JP's side, we knew what KA17 did. So when we got our notice at 3 AM Eastern time, we noticed that the medal was just like Axel Prime. So they ended up editing it and gave us the medal that we know now, which is KA17, and it has an AoE. It gives all these buffs and debuffs, but not by 7 and all that. So outside the notice, it doesn't say edited, but over here it does say edited June 15 at 1:20 AM. So they did like fix it fast, really fast, but people still had the false advertisement of having 7 down, 7 up and all that, looking like Prime Axel but for an upright version. So they fixed it to this, and the way they apologized was with 600 jewels and a silver ticket if you pull 5 times or more. But if you pull 5 times for Prime KA17, you'll get 1 silver ticket. They're gonna give it after the Prime deal ends, and tonight the Prime deal is ending, I think in 14 hours from when I'm recording this. Yeah, so tonight is the last night to pull for KA17 Prime version. If you guys do 5 times, you get 1 silver ticket, and everyone gets 600 jewels just for the error. So 600 jewels for everyone, only people who pull 5 times, boom, you get a silver ticket. Is that enough? In all honesty, it's a mistake. And when it comes down to it, they gave compensation, they just didn't ignore it. So it's good that they actually acknowledged it and they're apologizing for it. But when it comes down to it, it is false advertisement. And honestly, in JP, they did this before where they screwed up a notice and they dished out like free polls for everyone and refunded all those polls. So you had to spend your own jewels, poll as many times as you can, and then when the thing was over, the error of the banner, they refunded everyone their jewels. So they got a huge compensation for their error, and then we got something similar happening here, and all we got was 600 jewels and 1 silver ticket if you paid 15,000 jewels for this medal. I've said in the past, the first Axel, and then when this one came out, this Prime medal, honestly, my advice to these medals is just pull once and then use fairy tickets on it after. Fairy medals, sorry, to level it up. With making brooms, you don't have to pull all 5 times unless you really want those traits. But to give 1 silver ticket and 600 jewels for an error, I feel like the minimum they should have done was at least 1 free pull, and anyone that did pull would get refunded their 3,000 jewels. So everyone, even if you didn't pull, a free pull for everyone, and anyone who did pull got their jewels refunded to them for their first pull at least. Something that's the minimum. I'm not saying that's what they should have done. I say minimum, it should have been a free pull or refund of 3,000 jewels for everyone. Just one or the other. You can spend the 3,000 to pull for this banner, or we'll just give you a free pull, or the combination of both, just to start off. 600 jewels, we got a 600 jewels discount off our first pull. So our first pull only cost us 2,400 jewels. That's not a huge compensation for an error, especially if people saw the error, decided to put money in the game, and went ham at it. I feel like they just should have done so much more. And to say, hey, if you pull 5 times, and you still can pull right now 5 times and get 1 silver ticket when they give out the actual sorry notice, that's just, it's not good. It's not good in my opinion, and I feel like they should have done something else. I really do think they should have done something else. But I'm gonna leave the rest for you guys to decide down below. Let me know in the comment section how you feel about this, and I know how you guys feel about this because I've seen my Discord, I've been DM'd, I've been messaged on Twitter, I've been messaged everywhere about this, and everyone just really doesn't like how they're being treated. Just a heads up if anyone's watching. So that is the KA17 error notice. The next thing that's on there is the new quest that's here. We have 3 quests, I believe. It's 3 out of 3. Enemy starts at level 500, then 1,000, and then 1,600, if I'm correct. I did it on my free-to-play account, which wasn't too hard. And of course, we got story quests before we go into that. There's 15 new story quests. Sadly, it's Agrabah, which really sucks. So I think I should have 15 new quests here. Yeah, so I got 15 new quests right here from 761 and onwards. So I got quite a bit to do again. I was slowly going through proud mode. I was doing like my 3 quests per day. I kind of skipped this on the stream the other day, but I've been trying to do proud mode as fast as I can to get all the jewels I can. But there is more story quests. Just give you guys a heads up, every 5 quests gives you more jewels, so make sure you're always doing the 5th quest on that line. But here we go, the daily 1-turn triumph challenge. It doesn't look too hard. Blitz Spear, I did it on my free-to-play account. Free-to-play account doesn't have a Prime Axle 7-star, doesn't even have it gilted. I just copy it with my copy medals and I go in for the kill like that. Specifically something like this, you guys can use Dark Gnaw. You guys can use anything where the axle's sitting, like Fairy Stars, and do that. If you don't have Prime Axle, Prime KA17, again, doesn't have to be 7-star, doesn't have to be gilted. Just copy it with your copy medals and see how far you can get. I should do that right here actually too. So I'm going to take away this Sykes and show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. So take away Sykes, go to your forward copy medals, just push on special. This is going to be all your copy medals up here. I'm talking about this guy specifically, or Anti-Form Sword. You guys want to use one or the other, or if you have Xion, put Xion there because she copies forward as well. So Xion being the lowest one as a tier 6, not the lowest one, sorry, being the lowest of the 2, and then of course Vanitas here is a tier 7, so you get more damage out of that. It all depends if you have boosted traits, gilted, if you have a skill on it, make sure that you use your best forward copycat medal, and it should be enough for 3 out of 3. Let's look right now. Prime Axle, I don't think this one has crazy stats. No, it has negative 60 ground. It doesn't have plus 1000, doesn't have an extra attack. It's not boosted, so you guys can pretty much just use whatever you want. If you have plus 1000 traits on it and extra attack, you're probably going to have an easier time doing this. All medals with extra attack are going to give you the best damage possible. Everything that has a bunch of plus 1000s, better. Boosted, better. That's just all straightforward, but everything you have, try to increase it. Go look for medals with extra attack first, and then look for medals with a lot of plus 1000 strengths, especially boosted ones. So there you go. I didn't even need a full setup. So you probably could just get away with using maybe your KA16s being copied into a Vanitas copying your friend Prime Axle. That should be enough, because I believe a friend Prime Axle will probably dish out more than you need there. Let me go back down and see that real quickly. I'm going to replay this quest to see if just the Prime Axle alone being copied. That's actually a pretty good test I should have done first, because the Dark Gnaw is level 29 and I do have a couple boosters on it. Not boosters, 7-star medals to increase my sub slot. So my Dark Gnaw is pretty nice, but you don't need a level 29 Dark Gnaw. That's 100%, because my level 15 Dark Gnaw on my free-to-play account is more than enough. So this does a little bit of damage here, nothing crazy. I'm going to put in the carry, and then the rest I'm just going to see if I can just swipe. Or I'll tap with it. I'll just be like, hey, I activated a bunch of powerful medals. Now let's see how much me just copy my friend. Yep, there you go. Okay, so all you got to do is buff, and then use your copy medal to copy your friend Prime Axle. Done. There you go. You don't even need that much out of that, guys. That was overkill. So this should be pretty straightforward for every day. Just use your copy medal to copy your friend's strongest medal, and you're good to go. That is challenge 3 out of 3, and you get your 250 jewels each day, equaling up to 2,000 jewels. Now, for the rest of this video, I want to quickly go over what is ending tonight or ending very soon that you guys should keep an eye on. So first thing is avatar boards. Avatar boards, huge, huge, huge. I recommend you guys get them. Not these two. You don't need these two at all unless you want the looks. And if you watch the new Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer, the 3rd volume, the 3rd trailer, the last trailer to be launched, you want this just because of how good that trailer looked. Spoilers, but I love you guys. I'm sorry. But of course, just go for this. I'm gonna buy both of them. I'm not gonna take the chances of forgetting. I do want both. So what's in this board you guys know already. You of course have the whole thing, but you have attack boost 5 max, Lux plus, defense boost 3 max, and you have attack boost 6 max, SP gauge 1. 2 important things there is defense boost 3 max for PvP, and of course the attack boost 6 max with SP gauge 1, because there's a lot of heavy costing medals in the game that you need that attack boost 6 max. Hold on to one, because there should be a high score challenge around the corner. And if there's not a high score challenge around the corner, you still need these attack boost 6 maxes. So if you don't have one in your inventory, I highly recommend that you get one of these boards. If you don't have defense boost 3 max, I highly recommend you get them. So that's where my jewels are going. The next thing that will be ending pretty soon. Like I said, KA17, if you haven't pulled once yet, pull once. I'm going to switch to my face cam here because my free-to-play account hasn't pulled once. Again, I have 2 accounts. One's my wife's, one's mine. So it's my free-to-play account. I haven't done the pull yet. You guys can't really see it. It says 5th pull. But I can't switch between the tab and the phone that fast. So I'll let you guys see this at least this way. Come on, Mughal. Give me a 7-star off the bat. Be that KA17. Come on. Ooh, I saw more than one, though. That's nice. That's nice. Sad. Okay, so I got my guaranteed KA17. 6-star, and of course my 7-star medal is Sora, an old Sora, which is alright. That's alright. That's my 7-star medal. So I'm gonna guarantee that you guys should pull at least once on this. It's the best thing you guys can do. Even though there's a little heads up to JP, guys. There's a new, spoilers by the way, there's a new buff medal in the game, and it is Kairi EX Kai. I believe it's still EX. It's Kairi EX Kai. So plus, Kairi Plus is coming to the game, and she is ridiculously broken. I'm going to talk about that in my next video. So if you don't want to pull for these prime medals because all you're doing is pulling for them for their utility and not their damage, if you're not going for a 7-star, then I would definitely save all your jewels. But I warn you now, it's not a mercy pull in JP. But we are going to talk about that Kairi in the next video because I'm going to do a little special thing for you guys. Stained glass medals again. New buff medal coming out. So this is a combination between damage and buffing, where the new medal is just a buffer, but incredible buffer. So you have 3 days to decide on this. If we are caught up with JP, we should be seeing that buff medal tonight, Friday. We should be seeing that same update they had. If we're going to stay on par with them with medals, I don't know. I am going to do one day where I use all my tickets in PvP, because I believe PvP is also ending in either tonight or tomorrow night, but it should be the last 24 hours right now. I could be wrong. Let me go check real quick with you guys. PvP is going to be ending in 14 hours. Yes, so avatar boards soon. PvP ending tonight, KA17 ending tonight, so we should be seeing a bunch of things happening. As for the quest going around here, 14 hours for time attack challenge and 1 day for this. I almost didn't want to complete this. Honestly, there's no point of completing it and no point of completing this unless you're new, and you really need all that. And of course, Zexion still has 2 more days. So that is everything that's going on right now, guys. Make sure you do the super difficult challenge. It's only for 1 day per day, 250 jewels. So today is the last day for this as well. You have lots of things to do. Don't forget, Union Cross will be ending also in Sunday night, so Monday. So if you do want to do the whole competition between JP and North America or Global to help out, go ahead. But the boards in there cost ridiculous. There's no bonus times, and Union Cross is really boring. Really boring, and everyone just runs for the eggs, and if you don't coordinate, you lose out on all your medals. So it just takes a very long time, but it's there if you guys need it. So that is pretty much everything that's super important that is ending tonight, at least I think so. So make sure you're choosing where your jewels are going. I highly recommend that avatar board and pulling once for a prime medal. Even though that new buff medal's coming out, I still think prime medals have a place, but not 15,000 jewels worth for a 7-star copy. You can do that with making brooms and fairies later on down the line, especially since they gave out a silver ticket for an error notice. Pretty sure silver tickets are going to be in PvE as well for quests, high score challenges, and stuff like that down the line. We'll see anyways. We'll see what happens. So hopefully something here helped you guys out. Be warned, there is going to be a new video coming up in about an hour from this one, or less if I can do it quick enough. That's going to blow your mind of what's coming out next for Global if we stay on par with JP. Anything you guys want to add to this down below, if you have any more setups for everyone about the challenge, the 1-turn triumph. If you guys want to add anything else to make it a lot easier for people who don't have copy medals or good friend medals, leave it down below, and all your thoughts and opinions as well. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to hit the like button, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Keep on smiling, and I'll see you in the next one.